Hello, and welcome to the Yoga Studies Institute. My name is Bob Serino, and I'm so grateful that you chose to practice with us today. Here at YSI, we do yoga different. A lot of people just think about yoga as the outer practice of how we put our body in space. But at the Yoga Studies Institute, we focus on combining the inner world with the outer world, which is what yoga was originally intended to be. It's yoga that changes your world, not just your body. We source our information from the most classic and authentic texts in yoga, and we offer that to you through daily meditations, through daily asana practices, and through a rich assortment of courses on our platform. So if you want to dig in and truly experience yoga and feel happier and healthier and full of purpose, then you've come to the right place. Develop a daily practice with us and see the change for yourself.
Welcome to the Yoga Studies Institute. I'm Benji. Today I'll be leading us through a 30-minute Lady Niguma series with a special focus on the Muladhara chakra, the root chakra. Let's come to the front of our mats, energize our body before we move into the 4 movements that help us to free the Sushumna. Feet hip width apart at the front of the mat, finding Tadasana, mountain pose. Grounding to the 4 corners of the feet. Slight bend in the knees, energizing the legs, inner thigh. Finding the Ujjayi breath, breathing in and out through the nose with a slight contraction of the throat, with an audible breath. Lifting the chest on an inhale, abdomen comes in towards the spine. Rolling the shoulders up and away from the neck. Palms face forward. Next inhale, bringing our hands to the center of our chest. Setting an intention here to directly experience how these inner and outer methods affect the 5 layers of our reality, so that we may become more effective human beings to serve this world and all other worlds. Take an inhale. Exhale, hands down and behind you. Inhaling, arms come up, interlocking at the thumbs, slight back bend, tucking the tailbone. Exhale, coming down, clasping the hands behind the back. Releasing the neck. Bending at the knees, hips go up, grounding through the feet. Bringing the shoulders away, opening the front of the chest. Inhale. Exhale, bringing the hands down, bring the left foot back, left knee down to the ground, stretching the groin. Inhale, right foot goes back, plank position. Up, front body pushes up as the back body pushes down. On an exhale, knees come down to the mat, leaving the hips in the air, chest comes down, chin comes down. Inhale to baby cobra, hips come down to the mat, shoulders away from the neck. Strong legs. Inhale to the chest. Exhale, pushing yourself up through tabletop, tucking the toes and bringing the hips up for down dog. Abdomen comes in towards the spine, relaxing the neck. Inhale, left foot comes forward, right knee down to the ground, stretching the groin. Inhale, tucking the toes of the back foot, bringing them to meet the front foot, clasping the hands behind the back, forward fold. Inhale up to the sky, clasping the thumbs, back bend. Exhale, gracefully coming back down, hands clasped, finding a new clasp with the hands, shoulders away from the ears, abdomen in, hips go up, feet are grounded. Exhale, bringing the hands down, right foot steps back, Right knee down to the ground. Option here, untucking the back toes, inhaling arms up, low lunge, tucking the tailbone, bringing the abdomen in, and then coming deeper into the hips. Inhale. Exhale, planting the hands at either side of the left foot, tucking the back toes, bringing the left foot back to meet the right. Knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right foot forward, left knee comes down to the ground, untucking the back toes, inhaling, arms come up, shoulders away from the ears, reaching through the fingertips, tucking the tailbone, abdomen comes in, raise the chest, chin comes up a little bit, coming deep into the stretch. Inhale. Exhale, planting the hands at either side of the right foot. Left foot comes forward, clasping the hands behind the back. Inhale all the way up to the sky. Exhale, hands come to your chest. Namaste. Inhale. Exhale, hands go down and back. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, coming all the way down, clasping the hands. Exhale, hands come down, left foot steps back, left knee down to the ground. Option to come up into low lunge. Exhale, planting the hands, right foot steps back. New option, chaturanga, coming forward on the wrist, lowering yourself down, inhaling to up dog. Hips are off the mat, strong arms, strong legs, chest opens, shoulders down and away. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right knee down to the ground. Option, low lunge. Grounding through the shin and the front foot, actively engaging the legs. Exhale, planting the hands, right foot comes forward, clasping the hands behind the back, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, gracefully folding forward. Planting the hands, right foot steps back, stretching the groin. Left foot goes back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Let's hold this down dog. Abdomen comes in on an exhale. Long spine, relaxing the neck. Come up onto the tippy toes. Hips go up as the chest comes down, lowering the heels. Long spine. Actively engaging and grounding through the hands and the feet. Exhale, 3. Inhale through the nose for 3. Exhale, 2. Exhale, 1. Bringing the knees down to the mat, hips go back towards the heels, untucking the toes, arms stay long, bringing the forehead to the mat. Coming into the awareness of the Muladhara chakra. Holding our inner gaze, withdrawing our senses. Maintaining our awareness through our practice on the chakra. Make an intention here to be accountable for your awareness and your attention. Inhale, we'll come up to sitting. Extending our left leg out. Option here for Janu Sirsasana, head to knee pose. You can sit on a blanket or a block to help raise the sit bones. We're going to tuck the heel of the right foot into the muscles between the legs to put pressure and to help us with a sensation to target our chakra. The right knee doesn't have to be at a right angle. You can go as far back as you'd like, as long as you can square up your left hip. Bringing the hands to the shin. First, we come into the awareness of our breath and to move our inner gaze to the Muladhara chakra. Finding a long spine. Finding that sensation of the heel pressing into the muscles between the legs, with the right foot pressing into the left thigh. Lifting from the pelvic floor to the tip of the head, long spine. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Inhale through the nose to expand the rib cage. Abdomen comes in towards the spine. And then we lower down, first from the hips, and then coming to grab, option here, place a block on either side of our calf, coming down to the shin, ankle, or then coming down to the toes, the sole of the foot, then the heel. If you're at the heel, extending the arm beyond the foot, coming to grab your wrist. However, this pose is not about our leg today. This pose is about our chakra and untwisting the knot so we can liberate the Sushumna. There is an added benefit of strengthening our leg, but it is not our primary intention in the pose. So if you go beyond your edge and you come into a space that if you come into a space that influences your awareness away from the chakra, we want to come back from our edge. Come into a space where we can close our eyes and feel the movement of breath and prana moving in and out through these layers of our reality. Subtle problems require subtle solutions. Subtle solutions require us to control our senses and to quiet the mind so we can pay attention, so we can find the causes to the results in which we are experiencing. Count with me. Exhale 3, inhale 3, exhale 2, inhale 2, exhale 1, inhale 1. Inhale, the arms come up to either side of the head, arms come down to your sides. Extending the right leg, bringing the left heel into the perineum. Again, that knee can go out as much as you would like, as long as the heel is tucked into the muscles. If we need to, and the leg doesn't come that far, option here to place the foot out away from the thigh. Try to bring it towards the thigh, and then in towards the perineum. Square up the hips to the right leg, bringing the hands to the shins. As we take this opportunity for a few breaths to keep ourselves accountable for our attention. Chest comes up, abdomen comes in. Inhale, arms come up. Inhale to the chest, abdomen comes in towards the spine, folding forward from the hips, from the abdomen, and then coming down. Option for blocks, shin, toes, soles of the foot, heel, or beyond the heel, grabbing the wrist. On the next exhale, you can bring your forehead past the knee as the kneecap lifts and comes towards the hip. If this distracts you from your awareness at the root chakra, back off from your edge. let's play the game of counting our breath. Counting our breath is really important. Very underrated. Helps us to stay accountable for our attention, for our thoughts, so we don't get carried away by any of our thoughts. Feeling the movement in prana and breath at the root chakra. Exhale, 5. Exhale, 4. Exhale, 3. Exhale, 2. Exhale, 1. Inhale, lifting up, arms come up, arms come down to your sides. Bringing the soles of the feet together, the heels come together. Bandha Konasana, bound triangle, or bound angle, also known as cobbler's pose, because this is how Indian cobblers like to sit. Goal here to bring the heels in towards the perineum. As you widen the thighs and actively push the knees towards the mat. This is great for lower spine health, pelvic health. Abdomen comes in, breathing in and out through the chest. Chin comes up, lifting up from the pelvic floor all the way to the tip of the head for a long spine. Closing the eyes. Be accountable for your awareness down into the root chakra. This is movement 2 of our series to stretch, to open up at the level of our root so the prana can flow more easily at the Sushumna. This is how our posture affects deeper layers of our being. Now come in control of your breath, Ujjayi breath, and make the intention that the breath moves in and out through this space. And now count your breath. You're now going to fold forward with the intention of bringing the belly button to the feet. Option here to put a blanket underneath the sit bones to help raise the hips, make it a little bit easier. I don't recommend a block, it's a little too high. Again, the heels come towards the perineum. Shoulders back and away. Smile. Maintain awareness. Count the breath. Visualizing the flow of prana and energy flowing through the radiance of the golden Sushumna. Inhale up, release, coming once again into Sukhasana, easy seat. Finding a chin mudra, another outer technique. That the shape of our hands can influence the flow of prana through our body. Keeping the eyes closed, slight smile on the face. We'll move into Ashwini Mudra, variation of. This is contractions of the perineum, the muscles between the legs. On an inhale, we're going to contract the muscles. And on an exhale, release. And the release is twice as long as the contraction. Closing the eyes. Inhale, contract. Exhale, release. Inhale, contract. Exhale, release. Inhale, contract. Exhale, release. Just trying to find the muscles between the legs. Inhale, contract. Exhale, release. Contract, release, contract, release, contract, release, contract and hold. Tighten the lower abdomen as well, lifting up, long spine, exhale, release, Inhale, contract the muscles between the legs, maybe adding the lower abdomen and lifting up, moving into Mula Bandha. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, contract, lower abdomen, lift up. Exhale, release. Important here, 3 deep breaths. Maintaining awareness. That was the 3rd movement of our series to gather prana. Now the 4th movement is to disperse that prana, to use all that cultivated energy to purify the rest of our 72,000 nadis that comprise our human being. To do this, we're going to do 3 small drops. On an inhale, we'll place our hands behind us, pick ourselves up, and on exhale, come down and fall onto our pelvic floor. With time and practice, we start to pinpoint that fall as we feel the dispersal of energy. After your 3 drops, come into Sukhasana again, Chin Mudra, 3 deep breaths. Smile. Feel the dispersal of energy moving through the body. Three more drops. Option here, full lotus, picking yourself up on either sides of the hip, and then falling onto the pelvic floor. Three deep breaths. Three more drops. Three deep breaths. These breaths, these 3 deep breaths in between the drops, are so important. It's important for us to directly experience what is happening in our subtle body. If we just quickly move on through our poses, then we don't take the time to attune ourselves what is actually happening. And so things start to happen with a misunderstanding, and we get confused on why things are happening. Those were the 4 movements for that chakra. So now I think we can move into horse roll. So distribute the prana through the whole spine. Extending the feet outwards, soles on the mat. Maybe hands on the knees. We're going to roll back and forth on the spine. Option here to roll up into Sukhasana and then bring the forehead to the mat. Inhaling back. Other option to then come up onto the feet and then Uttasana, forward fold. And then rolling back. Find your flow. Find your pace. Using the power of the mind to visualize a free, liberated Sushumna, radiating compassion and wisdom. On your next roll up, plant the hands and come into plank. Vinyasa. Chaturanga to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Knees come down to the mat. Hips go back to the heels, untucking the toes, forehead to the mat, child's pose. Taking a moment to express gratitude for this auspicious occasion that we can practice, that we even have the opportunity to experiment with these inner and outer practices. Being thankful for the opportunity to develop an intimate relationship on how our reality is actually created, how our being is formed, truly understanding our reality. Inhale up to sitting, maybe into hero's pose, staying on the knees bent. If this is uncomfortable, you can put a block underneath your hips, Or you can tuck your toes. And we'll just come into a 3-part breath, placing your left hand on your belly, right hand on your heart. Let's breathe into the belly. Breathe into the chest. Breathe into the head. Exhale with a sigh. Find your own flow. Recalling the element of basic space. Contemplating the great mystery of that which is not produced by causes. And maybe if we discover within ourselves the foundation for our energetic and subtle system, then we can find the ultimate foundation for all of life. Let's come to lay on our back for Savasana. Really the most important pose of our series. After doing all that work, it's important to incorporate and attune the body and our being, really our whole being, to the changes that have occurred in our gross physical form and our most subtle form, and all the layers in between. Bring a smile to the face. Doing a body scan, giving permission to all the body parts to relax. Let's go in a deeper layer, second layer, giving permission to the breath to relax. Moving another layer deeper, the layer of our prana, giving permission to our prana to relax. That flow of vital energy flowing through the 72,000 nadis, flowing with ease and grace. Coming into the layer of our thoughts, deeper into the mind. When the prana relaxes, so too does our thoughts. Relaxing the forehead, giving permission to the mind to relax. Going another layer deeper, to the layer of our seeds. The ultimate cause of our reality. Setting the intention to see and know the seed. It even allows us to know what relaxation feels like. Allow that seed to ripen so that the result may be peace and a pacification of all of our suffering. Bring the left hand onto the abdomen, right hand onto the heart. Finding your 3-part breath. Taking a deep inhale into the belly, the chest, and the head. Exhale with a sigh. Belly, chest, head, sigh. Rolling over to your left side, resting the head on the left arm, placing the right hand on the earth, pushing yourself up, coming into Sukhasana, keeping the eyes closed, carrying that seed of peace with you, sewing it into every action and every movement that we take. Finding a peaceful breath, finding a foundation at the Muladhara, bringing the hands to the center of your chest, palms together. Let's chant the Bija mantra one more time together, and then we'll finish with an Om. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to chant. Shang, 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 shang. Inhale for Om. Let's dedicate our practice to all living beings in this world and all other worlds. Thank you for joining us. Please check out our other 30-minute courses to go dive deeper into the other chakras. And we'll start to tie it all together in our 60-minute videos. Thank you for joining us at the Yoga Studies Institute. Have a beautiful day.